Alright, sorry for the makeshift tool bench, but got some things going on over there, so I just got it in this here box until I can do what I got to do. So this is going to be a custom spirit of a few of them I'm going to do. I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what's going on. I had already started it before I forgot to film, so as you can see there, I took that off, so I just cut that off. I'm just going to leave the belt there, but I will modify and add some things to the belt, like the holster. I'm going to cut that off of the leg thing, and I'm actually going to glue that onto the belt right there. The where is it? The radio will go on the belt on that side, and right behind that will go that knife, and then those straps will just go into the fodder bin to use for something else. So the radio and the grenades, those are from Gridiron Props. They came attached to a backpack. I cut them off. So is this is a magazine pouch that I cut off. I'm going to drill a hole through that to make a holder for the spear. The spear came from Lady J. The rifle, I may paint some camouflage on, I'm not sure. I'll probably switch that out to a black magazine. That came from Valaverse. This is a Marauder Task Force. Sorry about the lighting. I got the light is directly above me. That'll get modified as well. That's a satchel for Marauder gun runners that will house the grenades. There we go. I'll separate those, clean those up, and those will go in there individually, and then that will get mounted on the back right there. The head is Legends Magneto. I will have to measure and cut a hole through the hair. I took a preliminary measurement, and the backpack should go through it without too many problems. If it does, I'll just glue it all together. I don't care. And that spear holder will get glued to the side of the backpack. Now, this being Spirit, he needs a bird. This, I believe, is from the 30 minutes missions. It's kind of hard to see because it's like a really dark blue, but it is highly articulated. There's not one thing on this bird that doesn't articulate. So what I'm going to do is I may put some magnets in the feet, I'm not exactly sure, so that it'll mount on the wrist holder, or I may just maybe use some hot glue just to hold it there temporarily, and then when I want to pose it without it, just peel the hot glue off. That should basically be everything, I believe. But I'll have to remember as I start going and modifying things to take some video. One of the things I'm going to do is I ordered this figure online, and he came with 2 left thighs. So what I'm going to do is, because there's not much I can do to correct it by swapping parts around, what I'm going to do is grind off these pouches. I thought about trying to cut them off and save them and reuse them, but they're curved. It'd be a really pain in the ass to do that, just to try and save them. then I'd have to rebuild the leg because it's going to be all chewed up. So I'm probably just going to take a Dremel, sand those down, and then maybe I can just zoom in here. Trying to replicate that texturing somehow. The hard part is going to be, see how this has that, I don't know, like that smooth part right here. It's on the inside here. So not exactly sure what I'm going to do about all that. Or just leave it and pretend like it doesn't exist. But I'll probably put some stuff on there to dress that up. I want to keep all the spirits somewhat the same looking, but different, if that makes sense. So that should be it for this guy, I believe. There will probably be some surprises along the way, but time will tell on that, because I generally have just a basic game plan, but then I modify things as either stuff don't work out or I think of other stuff that would be cool to put on there. So we'll see. Alright guys, so finished product here. So let's take a look at what we got. This is, I believe, a 30-minute submission. I don't even remember what it's called. It's a highly articulated bird drone thing. There's the Action Force backpack that I put a Gridiron Props magazine holder from one of their backpacks. I cut it off, drilled a hole through it, and it'll hold this spear, and I'll show you that when it's all set up on the figure. These are grenades that were in like a row. They were all connected in a row on one of the backpacks. I cut those off, separated them, did a little paint. This is the timber head from that Snake Eyes pack, and what I did is I cast it and painted it, and that'll be a headdress for him. So on him I took, there's the radio holder off of a Gridiron Props backpack. That's the radio that goes in it. You can see here the legs. I added strips of t-shirt to look like buckskin pants. I relocated the knife to the leg. That is a Action Force rifle with the 203, and here you can see I modified his belt. I took the arm strap off, relocated the holster to his hip. Oop, wrong way. And that is a Magneto head that I repainted. And then on the back side you'll see here is a Marauder Task Force World War II satchel I took the strap off of, and these fit in there. That hole goes through the hair into the back for the backpack, and if you give me a second I will assemble everything. Alright guys, here he is all geared up. As you can see, I changed the pose on this bird. Like I said, this drone thing, I believe it was 30-minute missions or something like that. It was crazy cheap. It's very articulated. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put some magnets or something on it to mount it on his arm, or just let it hang out beside him. But I thought it was a cool addition. So anyway, here he is all geared up. You can see the headdress fits snugly on there. I know it's kind of wide. I was gonna mess with that, but I said screw it. But I did name him Howling Wolf just for the headdress that's on there. So let's spin this dude around. Go off to the side here a little bit. I left the pouch open. If we can see in there. But they do fit in there. The pouch does close. And then the spear just slides in and out of there. Ooh, wrong way. And then there's the back shot. So I think he came out pretty well. I will pair him up with, just hit the bird. I'll pair him up with Spirit. I do have 2 other ones I'm going to make. And then I'm going to have a 4 team of code walkers, or code talkers. And they're all going to be radiomen. So he's got the portable radio there. I think there's another one that has a portable radio. I know one has an actual radio. So as I get those done, I will add those videos as well. It's kind of a before and after kind of thing. Really isn't much to say. I just cut the belt up, re-glued pieces around on it, repainted the legs, put the t-shirt on. What else did I do? Oh yeah, this is the guy that had the 2 left thighs. So all I did was I ground off the pockets from the pants, and then that's why I put the t-shirt on to cover up where I ground off all that stuff, so everything was kind of symmetrical. Added the Legends head to it, some other doodads that went together, and that's that. So stay tuned for the next one.